Hi everyone, I'm Nadia, and in today's video, my mom is making a beautiful set of 3D flower coasters with real amethyst crystals. For these coasters, she's going to be mixing a beautiful shade of purple to go with the color of the amethyst crystals. She used Piñata alcohol ink in the shade Passion Purple, as well as Vitriol Red Violet by Pebbio. To achieve a lighter shade of this purple, she separated some into a second cup and then added clear resin. She mixes well for a few minutes, and she checks the shade and opacity by tilting her cup. Once she's satisfied with the colors, she takes the cup with the darker shade of purple and starts to pour it around the edges of the molds. Both of the pigments that she used are transparent, which is easier to tell after she poured. Now she's going to be adding Ghost Pearls by D into the lighter purple pigmented resin, and when using these Ghost Pearls, a small amount goes a long way. It immediately adds a beautiful shimmer into the purple pigmented resin. Once everything is mixed well, she starts to pour it into the center of the molds. She only pours a little bit because she's going to be adding more resin later. She has a cup separated with clear resin, and once the shimmery light purple resin is poured into the center of the molds, she pours the clear resin directly on top of that. This pushes the pigmented resin in the molds outwards and allows for the coasters to have a clear center. Now she takes out her amethyst crystals and lays them right beside the molds, and she carefully adds a couple into the center of the molds. This is going to be the center of the 3D flowers. Then she uses a wooden stick to slightly adjust the placement of the crystals. To add a little bit of gold detail in the center, she takes her wooden stick and places a small gold leaf flake. She places the small pieces of gold leaf flakes in the center of the 5 amethyst crystals. Now she's going to be using Casting Craft's white opaque pigment for her 3D flowers. She stirs well for a few minutes and places the white pigmented resin into a plastic bag. Then she cuts off a small piece of the corner of the bag, and this will allow her to easily apply the white pigmented resin into the shape of flower petals. She tests it out first and then starts applying it into the molds. And she does that same flower petal design on all 6 of the molds. When making 3D flowers, for the best effect, it's best to use a high viscosity resin, and if you don't have a high viscosity resin, you can use your low viscosity resin, and after mixing, wait between half an hour and an hour, and it will become thick just like a high viscosity resin. Now that she's done applying the white pigmented resin into the molds, she takes her wooden stick and adjusts the shape of the flower petals. She drags the wooden stick from the edges of the molds to the center, and she makes the flower petals a little bit more pointy. She does the same movements to all 6 of the molds, and you can tell over time how the white pigmented resin is slowly starting to spread. She uses a torch gun to pop any air bubbles, and when using a torch gun, make sure that you have it constantly moving so that it doesn't burn your resin or your silicone molds. And here's a clip of my mom demolding the coasters. She added a heat-resistant top coat and a gold trim, and here's the final product. I love how these coasters turned out, and the gold trim gives a completely different look to them because it actually darkens them a bit by allowing less light to go through. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, subscribe to see more videos like this in the future. Follow me on Instagram, Summer Girl Designs, and my mom's Instagram, Wild Heart Resin Art.